I'm so sorry for the bad sound caused by my computer.
Good day, good day, good day, grade 12s. Today we are doing Iupac name. Before that, don't forget to subscribe, like the video and comment, right? When you name the organic molecules, there are some rules that we need to follow. But before that, we need to understand this. If a chain has one carbon atom, so we say meth, okay? We say meth. If there are two carbon atoms, we say eth. If 3 prop, 4 but, 5 pent, 6 hex, 7 hept, 8 oct, okay? For example, let's talk about butane. This compound has 4 carbon atoms in this longest chain. So there are 4 carbon atoms because but means 4, right? Another example, it can be propanol, propan -1 all. So even this one has 3 carbon atoms. So there are 3 carbon atoms in the prop, okay? So we also we can have hexane or hexanal. So there are how many carbon atoms in the parent? There are 6 carbon atoms, okay? Alright, so another thing that you need to understand is this one. When we talk about the alkali group, the ending name of alkali group will be I, for example, methyl. Methyl. Then the end name of alkane is ane. For example, if you can look at this one, it has ane, which means this one is the alkane. The homologous series of this one is alkane because of that A. Okay. The homologous series form, okay, in fact we have alkene. When you see a double bond between carbon atoms, you put in, for example, ethene. How many carbon atoms? There are 2. Then we put that in, meaning that it's a alkane. Alright. So if you see 3 carbon atoms, that is alkyne, you will put ine. For example, propine, okay? Because of that ine, we know the homologous series, right? Then that prop means there are 3 carbon atoms in the chain, okay? Then when we see if the homologous series is haloalkane, just put ane, then alcohol, you'll put anol, right? Then you also specify the position of all. Aldehyde, so faka anal. Aldehyde, anal, ketone, anan. For example, butanan. Okay, butanan, meaning that there are 4 carbon atoms and there is this one which tells us that this is a ketone. Alright. Carboxylic acid, we are going to put anoic acid. Then esters. Then esters, they have 2 parts. We have a part from alcohol and a part for carboxylic acid. The part from alcohol, we just put "-ile", which means it's an alkyl group from alcohol. Then the part from carboxylic acid, you are going to put "anoyate". Right? Let me just make an example for the ester. For example, we have ethyl butanoate. Okay, so this one is an ester. It has two parts, with the first part from alcohol and the second part from the carboxylic acid. Okay, then let's go to the Iupac name. The Iupac name consists of three parts. We have the first part, second part, and the third part. Okay, the first part is a prefix. The second part is the parent. Okay, that is the longest chain. Then the last part is the ending of the word, suffix ending. That is ein, ein, anal, and so on and so on. If we can look at this one, the prefix subsequence, this subsequence with the position of the subsequence. Okay, then the parent is the parent, that is the chain, the main chain, the longest chain. The longest chain is the parent. Longest chain is the parent. Then the N name tells you the homologous series or the functional group. Homologous series. And the N name can go CNC the upper first part. Okay, that is, if it's alkane we put A. For example, I have 2-methyl propane, prop A. So this part is the subsequent or the side chain with position. Okay, prefix. Then this one is the middle part, the parent. We have 3 carbon atoms in the longest chain. Then ane tells us the homologous series, which means this one is alkane, right? Now let's go to the prefix that we have. Sine prefix as means here. Prefix. So a prefix can be methyl, meaning that there is only one carbon atom with 3 hydrogen atoms. Okay, then we have ethyl. So the ethyl, there are 2 carbon atoms. That is a branch. We say it's a branch cluster. Okay, then we have the one with the 3 carbon atoms will be the propyl. Okay, then we have another one, the halogens. Halogens can be bromo, which means there is a bromine as a substituent. Then we have a chloro, which means there is a chlorine as a substituent. Then we have another prefix, which is fluoro, which means there is a fluorine that is bonded to the chain as a substituent. Okay, now let's talk about the number of prefix. If there are 2 or more prefix, basenza kanjani? Number of prefix. If ziyafana i-prefix eziya, what do we do? Then if we have 2, for example 2-methyl, we have methyl abayi-2, we are going to say dimethyl. If we have 2 or ethyl, we are going to say di, right? Ethyl, right? And ako bromo, we do the same. We are going to have dibromo, dibromo, bromo, and so on and so on, right? So that is the number of, if there are 3, we are going to say tri, trimethyl, for example. If there are 4, oh, let's say, let me also do for bromo, tribromo, trichloro, okay, chloro. That is the number of prefix. All right, so let's go to the position, as well as the what is it? Okay, the position. The position is very important when we are naming the compounds. For example, we have this prefix, which means we have to specify the position. The any position again is identified by the functional group, which means the first thing that we look when we are doing the Iupac name is the functional group. Ikweliphi icala, the closest side to the functional group. That is the first thing, functional group. Okay, then sibale from that side. Alright, then in case of ezinye like alkanes sizojonga uba i-subsequence, that is the branches, zikweliphi icala, zinintsi kweliphi icala ii-branches. Then we obey the branches, zinintsi kweliphi icala, but the first thing is a functional group. Then there's branches. Then alphabetic order is also important. So number 2, that is alphabetic order. In terms of, for example, we have chlorine versus a methyl group. This is the methyl group, this one, because it is an alkyl. So yeyiphi eqala ifike kuno C kunabani, kuno M ngo C. Alright, so which means sizolandela i-direction elicala lekufutshane kubani, uchlorine, over ubani, u-methyl group. Okay, let me start naming. Let's start with alkanes to make it easier. Alkanes. Now we name alkanes. We are going to follow everything that I said. Okay, then the alkanes has the functional group, which is a single bond between carbon atoms, and at the end of the name you write ane. Okay, at the end you write ane. Let's have an example. Let's look at this one. 1 2 3 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4. This is an alkane because there is a single bond between carbon atoms. So how many carbon atoms do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 carbon atoms in the main chain, and there is no other carbon atoms. There are no other atoms except for hydrogen, which means this one will be but, means 4. Then since it is an alkane, we will put A in here, right? That is a butane. Alright. Another example that I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. Hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Then let me have another carbon here. Okay. Now, sibe substituent that is here. That substitute, that hydrogen. Then we have a substituent here, which is C. Only one C there. Okay. Right. Then spend another substituent. Another substituent here. Okay. So it's substitute power H, that is a substituent. Alright, now let's name this one. The first thing that you need to do is to identify the longest chain. Longest. If we start here with 1, 2, 3, that is not longest. 1, 2, 3, 4, not longest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 carbon atoms. Longest. 5 carbon atoms. That is our parent. So when there are 5 carbon atoms, we say pent. Then this compound is an alkane, we put ane. Then we have another carbon atoms eziphumele ecaleni. Zesizibizwa ukuba zii-substituent okanye zii-branches. So ziyi-2. So this one is a methyl group. Nalena ina 1 carbon atom is a methyl group. So ithi ngoku le nto we have 2 methyl. Now soqala kweliphi icala ukubala. Le ikunumber 2, icarbon yesibini xa usuka kweli cala. Xa usuka kweli cala icarbon is 1, 2, 3, 4, which means the closest side is this one. So let's start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 carbon atoms there. So this one is on number 2. This one is on number 3. So ithi ngoku le nto sobhala kanje. The Iupac name yethu izothi we have methyl group ekunumber 2 and another methyl group ekunumber 3. Then Z2 methyl. Sitsho sithathe parent sizoyibeka. This is the prefix. Then pentane. So this is the Iupac name of this compound. Then we're done with this one. Now, another thing that I forgot is when you are numbering here between words or letters, between word and a word, okay, there is nothing. But between a number and a word and a what? Number, there must be a dash like this. Can you see that? Between a number and a word, there is a what? A dash. That is an hyphen, okay? Then between the number and another number, ziyafana ezi zinto, there is a what? A comma. There is a comma. Alright, between the number and a number there is a comma. Your word and the number, there is a what? A dash. So we have 2,3 dimethyl pentane. Okay, let me have another example. Then I close it. So we have this one, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then I have this one. Then here I have 1 2. Then you have your hydrogen atoms. Your hydrogen atoms, as you can see there. Okay, so even here there are hydrogen atoms. Nalapha hydrogen atoms. Okay, now we have to name this compound. The first thing that you need to do is to identify the longest chain. Longest, that is the parent, that is the first thing. Okay, this is carbon number 1 2 3, not longest. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is the longest chain. It has 7 carbon atoms, meaning that this one is a branch or a substituent. Okay, so in this case we have a branch and a 1 carbon atom, methyl, and this one has 1 carbon atom. Nayo is a methyl because it branch. Okay, then we have how many carbon atoms in a parent? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Remember I said 7 carbon atoms hept, so that is hept. So since there is a single bond between carbon atoms only, so that is what? Alkane. So we put A in heptane. Okay, now remember the name have a prefix, parent, and the ending. So sesinayo parent and ending, so we are left with the prefix with the number. Now let's count. This is carbon 1 2. This is on carbon number 2. 1 2 3 4 5. This one is on carbon number 5. But xa kusuka kweli cala 1 2 3, so qala kweli cala likufutshane kulo A. So we have carbon number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. So there are 7 carbon atoms. So this one is on number 2. This is on number 2. Okay, this one is on number 5. This is on number 5. Right, then we are done. But here we have 2 methyl, which means this is combining, meaning that we are going to say 2,5 dash di means 2 methyl. Then you take the parent and hexane, hept A. So this compound now is answered. That is the Iupac name of this compound. Alright, this is the Iupac name of this compound. Hoping that is clear. Don't forget to subscribe for the other videos. Thank you for everyone who watched this video and subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.